Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a new season is upon us, Season 6, and the final season of Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops Cold War's version of Warzone. Now, as far as this goes, tonight we get the official update for Season 6, which brings us the Battle Pass, new characters, new weapons, and of course, new updates to Warzone and Black Ops Cold War as well. Last night, we already put up a video talking about all of the changes to Black Ops Cold War. Later today, we're going to have a second video going up about all of the changes to Warzone. This video is specifically about the Battle Pass. This is something that I do every single season, going over all the tiers, going over all the microtransactions, and discussing whether or not it is worth your money. And that's exactly what we'll be doing in this video, going over that entire Battle Pass, talking about what's in there. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up. Let's dive into the Season 6 content, and specifically, let's dive into the Battle Pass. So when we hop into the game, the first thing you'll notice is the background has been updated. We talked about this yesterday, the playlist, everything like that, but today we're talking about the Battle Pass. Now, as far as the Battle Pass goes, there's a lot of bonus skins here that we don't normally get with every single season. So just by buying the Battle Pass, first of all, you get 3 different bulldozer skins. So we have the Panda one here, the red one, and then finally the Pain Panda as well. Now, of course, you also get the new operator, which is Alex Mason. The Alaska skin is unlocked right away, as well as the Agent Zero skin for Adler. On top of this, you also get a watch called the Aquatic Watch, and finally, your bonus or boost XP for the season. Essentially, you get 10% extra XP for the entire season, and then your first tier is a free sticker. After this, we get a Panda or a Pandemonium calling card, some double weapon XP, and then our first blueprint is called the Lesion Hunter, probably saying that wrong, but right off the bat, I already like this a lot more than we have seen with other skins in other seasons, so that's a good start. After this, 100 free COD points. Like usual, there is 1,300 COD points within the Battle Pass, so if you buy it for 1,000, you gain 300 COD points by completing it. Now, after this, we also have the off slope and the off course for Warzone, followed up by our first skin, which is the Dispatch skin for Port Nova. We already talked about this one earlier this week, nothing too fancy there. 100 more COD points, and then our first weapon. So this is a free weapon. You don't have to buy the Battle Pass for it, but it's the .410 Ironhide. This is a lever action shotgun, has a slow fire rate, but has a long one-shot kill range. Should be good within Black Ops Cold War. Not sure yet about Warzone. Now, after this, we move into the next thing, which is the coin flip gesture, 100 more COD points, and then our next skin is called the boomstick. This one's pretty straightforward. After this, we were followed up by our finishing move called the axe murderer. It's pretty straightforward. You killed him with an axe. Our next skin is at rank 20. You get the Admiral Skin. This is, of course, for Sims. Then our next free weapon is called the Final Chapter. Again, I have to say, doing a pretty good job with the weapon blueprints thus far. Then another free one called the Gravitas. I always like these white camos. I like that the suppressor is whited out. I like the weapon is. I think they did a good job with that. 30 more minutes of double weapon XP, a boat, and a vehicle for Warzone as well. The next skin is called the Cemetery Thorn. This is a really cool looking one, obviously going with that haunted theme for Halloween, and of course the haunted event, which we'll talk about later today. A free reticle. The next skin we have is for powers called the Enforcer, and then our next weapon, and of course free weapon, is the Grab. Now this is the one that I'm interested in for Warzone specifically, and as far as this weapon goes, what you need to know is it's a fast firing weapon with improved range. It has the fastest bullet velocity in class, which is good for Warzone, a modest damage and moderate recoil. Could be good in Warzone, we'll have to wait and see. After this, some more COD points. Then our next free thing is a watch called the Carnival Watch. As far as this goes, you're going to see a lot of Carnival stuff throughout this Battle Pass. Then our next weapon blueprint is at rank 35 called the Heretic. Again, I think they've done a pretty good job with the skins. The next thing is the Jack-o'-lantern. This is a gesture. I really like these. Once again, going with that Halloween theme. Then the Catnip skin. This one's pretty interesting, mainly because of the butt of the weapon is actually a cattail. Pretty cool looking stock on that one. The next free item is the motorcycle that you are seeing here, and then our next skin is called the Field Day. This one is for Woods, and I have to say, this one really doesn't look like Woods to me. It looks like he's kind of put on a bunch of weight, but maybe he, is going through a bulking season. Some more COD points, and then our next weapon is the Carnival Cannon. This one's for the light machine gun. I believe it's the Stoner. You're going to see a lot of these carnival themed things throughout the battle pass. Our next free tier is an emblem, and then followed up by the fabricator. This is probably the most boring blueprint that you will see through the entire battle pass. Based off what we've seen so far, they're doing a little bit better, but this is kind of what we've expected throughout the various different seasons, is kind of what you were seeing there with the fabricator. After this, some more COD points, and then our next skin is at rank 50. This one is called Garrison. Pretty cool looking skin. This one is for Beck. The next blueprint is called the Missing Link. This is kind of like a rusted out revolver. Some more XP, and then our next free weapon is the Carnival Prize. This one is for the MP5. Once again, going with that same theme that we saw before. We have another kind of whited out and gold weapon called the Poseidon. I really like the look of this one. Again, really like those white weapons. The next skin is for Park, and it is called the Checker. I do really like this skin. Followed up by a watch called the Silver Diver. Then our next weapon blueprint is the Creepy Crawler. Nothing too fancy about this one, kind of like a tiger skin with a different color on it, as well as some more COD points, a free sticker. Our next big thing though is for Baker, and as far as this goes, this one's called the Extraction. I do like this skin. Then the next pistol is called the Presidential. I actually really do like this pistol. It's kind of straightforward. It's gold and black, but I do like it. We have the Black Ops mixtape. This is from various Black Ops titles, but it's always good to see some of these in the game. After this, the next weapon blueprint is called the Bonfire, and then our next character skin is for Song. This one is called Dagger. The next blueprint we have is a free weapon blueprint. This is called the Conjurer, kind of like a blue tiger mixed with black and gold. Again, I really like this one. Think they're doing a pretty good job with them. Then our next blueprint is called the Panda Byte. I really like what they did this one. The suppressor kind of looks almost as though it's bloody, like a panda took a bite out of someone. And then the back of the weapon, you can see the panda there as well. The next blueprint is called the Carnival Game. This one is for the Street Sweeper. Once again, with that same theme that we saw before. Then we have the Antonov Skin. This one is one of the more straightforward skins in the Battle Pass. Another weapon called the Cold Feet. And then once again, another Carnival skin. This is at rank 95 called the Kill Shot. Now, as far as this one goes, it is a reactive skin, but not much changes on it. Essentially, what changes is the targets, and then once you get a bunch of kills, I believe it's 9 kills with it, pretty much the whole thing lights up and it looks a lot cooler. Then we move into the top tier. Up at rank 100, we have the Aurora Borealis skin for Mason. This is one of the coolest skins that we've seen so far. He's wearing a snowsuit, kind of has this dark matter-esque vibe to him. Really like this one. And then we have the Art Deco. This one is for the assault rifle, and as far as this goes, it's kind of like a gold with mahogany on it almost. And then 2 different vehicles, and then finally the very last thing, the season 6 emblem. You can see a skull, you can see Mason's face on there. I have to say it's probably one of the best emblems for a season that we have got so far. So that is the battle pass. Essentially, the way to look at this, the same thing I say every single season, you can buy this thing for 1,000 COD points, get 1,300 COD points out of it by the end, or you can buy it for 2,400 COD points, get some extra tiers to start out with a brand new weapon. It's up to you guys, but the best value you're going to get is those 1,000 COD points, and you actually earn COD points by doing so. So then moving into the kind of bundles, we have 2 new ones with this season. We're getting more this week, including the other new operator as well. But as far as this goes, you can buy the battle pass with the bonus of the 3 different skins that we talked about before. But the other new one is the Zombie Zapper Mastercraft bundle. So this one, you kind of get 2 weapons that make it look like the ray gun. The first one that we have is the shotgun here. The second one is the assault rifle. Pretty cool looking skins. You also get a ray gun charm, and the rest of this is pretty straightforward. As you can see, we're moving into that Halloween theme. We're going to be seeing more and more of that as the season goes on, and then the 19th is when we get the haunted event. So as far as this season goes, I think the battle pass is pretty good. The character skins are all right. The Mason one, the Aurora Borealis one, is really awesome at the end. The rest of it, pretty good weapon blueprints compared to the other season. So as far as this battle pass goes, I give it a thumbs up. But you can let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the video, always appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you like what you see, want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty, we've got another season 6 video coming later today for Warzone. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace out. We are